Oh, hello, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the Greater SCP Foundation. Welcome to, out of the usual fare, a field mission with Dr. Sherman, yet another subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As you may well know, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, and while normally I'm here to answer your questions about the SCP Foundation, I will still be doing that, but we're here to witness something very special today. So, before I get into it, Light Steve, Chaos Goblin Dogs, Desk, good to see you, Smallish Games, Junior Researcher Alex, Edward, King of ADHD, Zerdrin, good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you for being members. Origami, good to see you in the chat, it's been a while, as well as Little Elven Empire, Atlas, Rockster, and Will, good to see you in the chat, just for being you. Now, I will still answer donations as best I can. Remember that if I am in the field in any way, I cannot see donations less than $2 without going to a separate menu. Desk will try to keep track of that, as well as I will swap from the menu from time to time. But in the meantime, you're probably wondering why I am out in the field touching grass. Well, Site 42 staff, I am here because we are about to witness a once-in-a-lifetime anomalous event. I am so excited. So, what's going on here? Well, first of all, let me introduce you to beautiful Bodega Bay, California. Bodega Bay, California is where we are filming from today. And we are filming from beautiful Bodega Bay, California, because something incredible is about to happen. Now, you are familiar with the fact that there are multiple universes. The multiverse theory is well known. So are too the pataphysical canon levels of narrative levels in Foundation lore. You know that sometimes we have multiple universes, parallel universes in public, but also we have narrative levels higher and lower. So it's an axis of realities. And what's happening today is that we are going to have an incursion-like narrative event, a pataphysical incursion. So when multiverses incur on each other, you get big crashing into each other chaos. And it's terrible, and universes, there's an Illuminati thing. You're all familiar with this by now, I'm sure. But when pataphysical levels collapse in on each other, it doesn't impact because they're so far removed level-wise. So instead what you get is similar to an aurora borealis. Similar to an aurora borealis, I and you are going to be able to witness a pataphysical event from another narrative level happening in real time. I am so stoked because here at Bodega Bay, this is the battle of the Shark Punching Center against Mr. Hands, a canon event so huge that it's basically an action movie. If you like SCP-5000, this is right up there in the craziness. Oh, wait, the first part's starting, wait a minute. Okay, so, right there, do you see them? Do you see the Shark Punching Center fighting that giant flock of sharks? No, you don't catch the shark hands, Desk. The sharks catch these hands. Don't you see the Shark Punching Center fighting these sharks? It is incredible. The exosuits are all over the place. Oh my God. Oh, that one just exploded in a thing of guts. Oh my Lord. Oh, jeez. Ah, man. These guys are silly as hell, but you can't deny that they are a good fight. Holy cow. This is incredible. Oh no. Oh no, what is that? What are they doing with that box? Oh wow. They're trying to do something anomalous here. The Shark Punching Center, if you don't know, they do not like using anomalies. It's against shark punching protocol. You have to use your fists. They don't even like using weapons or projectiles. So if they're gonna use that, Oh no! Oh no! Why? Why are they exploding? No, all of the Shark Punching Center members. Oh, I gotta take that off. That's too gruesome. Oh my word. That is, oh. Mm. Feels like looking at 729-J all over again. Okay, I'm gonna be fine. All right, that section is closed. Wow. So, as you saw, the Shark Punching Center doesn't use anomalies. And so, when they are in that scenario, I guess they were being overwhelmed, but it must have backfired on them or something. They just, the Shark Punching Center is going to have a lot of trouble with that. Okay. Well, we have a little time here at Bodega Bay until the next opening in the Vale occurs. So let me hop over to the donos real quick. All right, what have I missed so far? Oh, nope, the menu's not working. Come on now. Jonathan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a hot pot on your way past the commissary. Memes, the DNA of the soul. They are the culture, everything we pass along. Expose someone to anger long enough, they learn how to hate. Quote from Monsoon. Well, I don't disagree. Sounds like a wise quote to me. And Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a cheese toasty on your way past the commissary. Running around, hi, Dr. Sherman. Well, hello to you. I hope things are going well at site while I am out in the field. No one's behind me, people. That's okay. Whew. Time check. Reaper, we are only 7 minutes into the stream. I know that we are likely going to witness maybe another 3 to 4 anomalous events over the course of this adventure. And that means probably, based on the timeline that I read in the database, probably somewhere around 30 to 45 minutes. Doc, make sure the mimetic filters are turned off. What do you mean? The mimetic filters are on. Well, yes, every stream has mimetic filters. That's how we keep track of not getting cognitohazardly taken away when I say SCP-2521, for example. See how I'm not getting captured? That's because of the mimetic filters. Yeah, we know about that. Those are on. I'm safe. We couldn't see the shark punch out. Oh, man, really? Desk, did you see anything on there? We here at the desk, Clef cannot verify leaving the filters on to upset chat because Clef thought it was funny. Dude, desk, Clef, put the perception filters on. You can't see the incursion unless you have the perception filters on. That's why no one is here with me, because trust me, if someone were on this beach with me and they saw that, I would have to get the amnestics out real quick. But due to my perception filters, I will be the only one able to see these, but you guys were supposed to be able to see that. Oh man, Desk, can you get that fixed up? All right. Oh, Surtex, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cold one on your way past the commissary. No, I accidentally deleted your message. I am so sorry, Surtex. I hit a wrong button while I was trying to hit the like button. Desk, whatever Surtex asked, grab it for me. Meanwhile, Kyla, thank you for donating again. To say you snuck out of the site, that's against the rules. Do not do that. All right, I'm coming back to see what Surtex said. I'm sorry it got deleted. While I wait to see that, I will just show you this beautiful scenery that we are on at the moment. Bodega Bay, California is glorious. I am looking for Surtex's message while this is running. Oh, wait, it's showing up. It's showing up. Look, do you see that? Do you see it? The Shark Punching Center just materialized over the hill there. Junior researcher Alex, the glass is dry. Yes, well, that is why California is called the Golden State. A lot of people think it has to do with sun or finding gold. No, it is because the hills are gold. The hills are brown. That's why it's called the Golden State. Are you saying you can't see the Shark Punching Center building right there? It's an entire, okay. Desk, keep working on the perception filters. So, listen, on that hill right there, what I am seeing, if you can't see it, is a tower. If you're familiar with the Teen Titans have a tower, and it's in the shape of a T, and it's a bunch of metal and glass. But what I've got here, instead on this hill, is a tower of glass and metal in the shape of a fist. In the shape of a fist. The Shark Punching Center Fist Tower is right over there. You can even see when I zoom in, you can see the mini golf next to the pool where the admirals are having pina coladas and drinking Mai Tais while playing cornhole. So, it's a very nice building over there. The Shark Punching Center's got some really good budget in this universe. Desk, I cannot see your Discord messages because I do not have a second stream right now. Can you type out what Surtex asked? Meanwhile, fight, Kyla. Thank you for donating again to say that, and don't worry, there's a fight coming if I read the history books properly. Yes, Maurice, the Shark Punching Center. So, in our level of reality, or the level of reality above us, the authors, at one point, the SCP Foundation came to exist, and then someone, as a typo, wrote SPC instead of SCP, and the authors decided that meant the Shark Punching Center. And yes, that means their entire ethos is a joke, which is hilarious to me, and they are often very funny. All right, so Surtex, I got your message here from Desk. Hello, Dr. Sherman. We have reports of anomalous individuals coming through the stick figure multiverse. Multiple enhanced individuals detected. Do you have a reality anchor on hand or a gun? You're going to have to go to security for a gun. We don't have any reality anchors left in the library right now. I hope you can get back in time for the next event, because this is going to be a big one. Hey, Doc, still on the run from the Mobile Task Force guys you keep sending, still broke, still lobbying for better Mobile Task Force benefits. Also, I'm once again asking for a Euclid classification instead of Keter. You are literally on the run. You can't be Euclid. You would be easier to contain. You're staying Keter. Either Dr. Sherman is high, sick, or he is anomalous because he is seeing something we're not. No. I've just got my perception filters here. And my perception filters are showing me what the public can't see. Thankfully, this doesn't have to be contained. And so it's just something that if you are nearby, you can go witness it. It's like the solar eclipse of the anomalous world. Where are you at right now, Doctor? I wasn't expecting to see you outside. Yes, I am currently at Bodega Bay, California. At Bodega Bay, we are witnessing a series of anomalous events. And so right now, there's not much going on, although you can see the tower of the Shark Punching Center right there. Oh my God. Oh, no. Oh, dang. Oh, have you guys... It's time. It's time for Mr. Hands. Oh, no. Mr. Hands is a terrifying Shark Cthulhu monstrosity. 30 stories tall, and with a singular cycloptic ruby eye. Mr. Hands is now approaching the Shark Punching Center Tower. And yep, here come the exosuits. The exosuits are coming out. The Shark Punching Center is going to engage. Mr. Hands, if you don't know, last week in this universe took out half of the population of Chicago. It was crazy. Mr. Hands can teleport. And so the Shark Punching Center has been chasing this thing from water source to water source. Oh no, what is that? Oh boy. The Shark Punching Center has deployed the flamingos. SCP-1507. Hundreds of them are pouring out of the top of the Shark Punching Center tower. The fist is letting the flamingos out and they are attacking Mr. Hands' face. Oh my gosh. I'm zoomed in as much as I can. Can you see it? That is incredible. The Shark Punching exosuits, they're fighting, but they're not doing enough damage. Oh, that's a big chunk out of the thumb of the tower. I do not know if they are going to be able to handle this. This is incredible. I'll leave this on screen while I check some donations. Boom. Checking. Surtex Quake. Oh, thank you. Not for me. For you, I'm sipping on coffee at my desk. You're in the field where they are. Yes, okay, I see what you mean. I don't need security. I'm doing fine. They have my back. And then this other one. Yeah, deploying the flamingos is insane. They are ripping the flesh off Mr. Hands' face, but Mr. Hands is not stopping. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Hyper running, ha 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 ha. Well, you keep running, friend. Maybe you're ready for the Foundation Fitness Initiative. And then Gabriel Ramsey. Who would you think would be the best SCP killer for Dead by Daylight? I mean, Plague Doctor 096, 173, they're classics for a reason. They have very easy video gamey rules. I'll have to think about some more unique ones, but those would be the obvious picks. Okay, wait, what's that submarine doing over there? Okay, they've got the submarines coming out of the water. They're launching harpoons. Now, you see, it's part of the Shark Punching Center's ethos that you have to fight with your fist. You're not allowed to fight with throwing weapons, projectiles, but if you keep the rope in your hand, they are allowed to shoot harpoons. So they're shooting harpoons, but they're holding onto the ropes, and that means it's legal in Shark Punching Center rules. The referees will not be mad at them. They're trying to drag Mr. Hands away from the tower and into the water. Oh my! The Ruby just shot a laser. Into the water. The water's turned into acid. The exosuits are melting. The submarines are melting. Whoa! One of the submarines just teleported. I didn't know the Shark Punching Center had teleporters. This isn't... What? Okay. The window is closed for a minute. All right. We got a moment until the next scene opens up. Let's go. I knew I put my money on the big one for a reason. Zerdrin, the Shark Punching Center is great, but Mr. Hands is a scary-ass monster. I am glad that we do not have to deal with this one in our universe. Whew. I'm glad to hear that at least some of you are having function with the perception filters. I don't know what's going on with the rest of you, but I hope that your monitors click up with the update and you're able to see the next scene. If you need to turn it off and on again, proper IT work, then you can do that. But yes. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I want to fight. Well, I am certain that there is a mobile task force that can do some good for that. Dr. Sherman, I dare you to put your hand in the acid water. I'm kidding, please don't. Lucia, thank you for the lol. But thankfully, the acid water was just in that side of a vision. Everything I'm seeing is visions. It's not actually happening here. I am just watching a anomalous perceptive illusion of this incursion of the Padifil levels. I'm perfectly safe, even though it is kind of scary. I got to tell you, that thing is huge. I was not expecting that. Yes, I am in a public place, but I am pretty far away from other people right now. Obviously, I'm not going to talk to you guys if I'm near civilians. So I made sure to be far enough away to observe the event. There are some beachgoers on the other side of this dune, and I am not worried about them. Zerdrin, thank you for your member message. Stop waving that camera around. I'm behind you. Well, you got to do a better job of staying behind me if you're not going to be able to dodge that. Member of 2 months. I'm trying to find Mr. Hands on the SCP database, but I can't find anything. So it's not Mr. MR Hands, it's Mr. MISTER, Mr. Hands. I don't know why they gave it a proper name like that, but they did. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Can I bite Mr. Hand? You cannot bite Mr. Hand. It is a 30-story tall shark monster Cthulhu. You cannot bite it. Does Site 42 know about you being here? Listen, I direct the site. If I'm going on a field mission, who's to tell me that I can't go and see this? This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. This is like an aurora borealis wrapped in a solar eclipse all at once. Would Mr. Hand taste fishy? Well, I've never eaten shark, actually. But I would assume it either tastes like fish or chicken. That's what things like that taste like. Was I correct when you said shark hunters? No, intern Jimmy, I didn't say shark hunters. I said shark punching center. What we're witnessing is a incursion event from a universe where the shark punching center is the dominant anomalous force in the world. Desk, you're right. Clef is watching Site 42, so I hope you're behaving yourself. I'm being told by both Zerdrin and Desk that shark is rubbery. Alki, you are correct. The Shark Punching Center does punch sharks. It is conveniently right in the name. Yeah, I know, it's a little windy. We're out on the bay. We're out where nothing is exactly in our control when we're in the field. We got to do the best we can. It's kind of like a weather report. I'm here to give you the hand down. So what I'm getting, the SPC beats the crap out of sharks. Yes, intern silly boy, the Shark Punching Center does in fact punch sharks. They beat them down with their fists, brutally. All right. Surtex, thank you for donating again. Out of character here, I'm actually from the Hyun's Dojo animation community. We do a lot of stick figure collabs, which SCP would be good for a fast-paced combat action. Ooh, okay. Stick figure SCPs. Desk, help me out on this. Obviously, you start with 173, 049, and 096 in the beginning. Since it's a stick fight, you can do these quickly. You're right, Charger. Abel would be a good one. Very fight boy with a lot of weapons, teleporting weapons. 4051 has the same ability as Abel when it comes to portals, but it portals in all sorts of objects, not just weapons. And that means you can get really creative with 4051. 4051 would be a good one for a stick figure fight. You get very creative with that. Death Knife 5175. If you brought in its Ghost Samurai, that could be funny. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Dragging a shark. Well, there you go. You're right, Hog Slice is just a punchy boy, and so Hog Slice would be funny. 5031, not just another murder monster, would be actually really funny, because its stick is that it is, it's got knives for hands, or axes for hands, and also it is invisible. If you're looking at it, it stops existing. So it could only be attacked if you turn your back on it, which means that every time someone attacked it, it would vanish and the weapon would go through and then it would turn around again. So 5031 would be really fun for a stick figure fight. Oh, we're doing it again. Listen, look at, all right, zoom out. All right, right there, right at the top of the screen. Is that a submarine falling from the sky? What in the... Someone's... All right, a Shark Punching Center soldier in an exosuit is climbing out of the submarine. Now, remember, Mr. Hands and the tower are over there. What are you gonna do about... Why are you revving up a punch? You can't even reach it. What are you gonna... What in the... Mr. Hands shot a laser at the submarine, which knocked it over, which catapulted the agent into the air. They are currently flying through the air, and they're crashing into birds. and the birds are driving them. They're gliding with the birds toward the shark? How is this even possible? This is the most unlikely thing I've ever seen in my life. And now they've landed on Mr. Hands' face. They're being scuffled with the flamingos. Oh my God. Mr. Hands tried to wipe away the flamingos, and half the flesh of its face just came off. It is sloughing skin. Those flamingos are dynamite. Okay, the agent in the exosuit. I can't. The ruby's cracking. The ruby is cracking. Oh, what a punch. Oh my God. That was incredible. How did you? And it's splash. All we have left is a burning hole in the middle of the Shark Punching Center tower and a 30-story shark monstrosity laid to rest. Those sharkic bastards will not win today. Another glorious victory for the Shark Punching Center. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that I was here to witness this. Best 25 minutes of the week, to be sure, until the next crazy once-in-a-lifetime anomaly takes place. You are correct, Rose. An absolute W for the Shark Punching Center. No desk. We do not need the on-site nukes. There, they've got it covered. Hallelujah, amen. Now, let me tell you, if you missed this incursion, if your perception filters never popped off, we do have a recorded log of the event. And desk, if you got the link for me, take this down. It is called Do Not Go Gentle Into That Shark Night. Do Not Go Gentle Into That Shark Night is the text documentation of what we just witnessed through this incursion. And so I am pinning Desk's message so you have it for later. Now this is a 90-minute story, although I read it in 45 minutes because, you know, I'm just built different. But I just discovered this last night because I was going to come to Bodega Bay, and I was like, what SCPs are in Bodega Bay? And Do Not Go Gentle Into That Shark Night has several references to Bodega Bay. So this is just a coincidence that I happen to be coming to the exact place where this event is taking place. And so I feel like very, very close to the action here. We are right up in the midst of anomalous history taking place. Also, it is just a nice location. It is just gorgeous out here. A nice 65 to 70 degrees. Obviously, it's breezy. You can hear that. And you know, sometimes I do have to get out of the lab and touch grass. I have been known to not do that enough. So yes, let me pop into the donations real quick. Make sure I don't miss those. Going in. Did I miss anything up there? No. And so, Veronica, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a fizzy pop on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, may I please go on a date with 073? I promise I'm okay with being a D class. No, because you cannot fraternize with the anomalies. You can interview it for an experiment, not just for funsies. And so, denied. Major denied. Kyla Tomitsu, thank you for donating again. Bloodbath, that was insane. If you needed, I'm sorry I did not give a gore warning. I hope that you're all okay. That was very intense. Traveler, thank you for upgrading your membership to Mobile Task Force Captain tier. We appreciate your service and your membership. Certex Quake, thank you for donating again. What about mobile task force units? I mean, they're general grunts, and I would recommend them, except they're just, they're standard dudes with guns. I guess that's stick figure fare. I was just trying to give you something a little more abnormal, since we're dealing with SCPs and all. Traveler, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as your membership. Make sure to grab yourself some cheese balls on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, SCP-999 got to the snack machine and Coca-Cola again. Please advise. Oh, yeah, just put the boy in his cell and let it bounce it out. That's all that's going to happen. Hellcrawler, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a lobster roll on your way past the commissary. Man, those bodies look familiar. Bodies? I don't even see any bodies. What are you talking about, man? There are no bodies. Well, okay. To be fair, there are a lot of bodies right now, but those are Shark Punching Center bodies. We recognize those because they are the bodies of fallen Shark Punching Center members. And yes, Charger, obviously the shark chunks. There's so many shark chunks. Oh, the submarine's opening up. And what is that? Why do they have me in their hands? Why am I in the submarine? Why am I? Why do they have me? Why do they have me, SCP-426, in their hands? What am I, a toaster, doing in a submarine? This is so peculiar. What the hell am I doing here? Orion, the wind is a paid actor. Yes, if you want to film in public out here by the coast, you are getting a voice acting performance for the year for the wind. Voice acting award of the year. Certex, thank you for donating again. Dr. Sherman, report to mental evaluation. Reason, you recognize the bodies in the water. I recognize, hey, the Shark Punching Center bodies are easily recognizable due to their exosuits. That's not anomalous at all. Aoki, I am not a toaster in that universe. I, SCP-426, a toaster that can only be spoken about in the first person. Obviously, I exist in that universe and am in the possession of the Shark Punching Center for some reason. Time check, Frogman. We are 30 minutes into stream, and as of right now, I do not know how long I'm going to be live. I am just hanging out with you guys for a minute. This is obviously a field mission, and we just finished the anomalous event. I mean, we could look out over the fallen Mr. Hands a little bit longer. And the Shark Punching Center building is still on fire. But, I mean, it's massive, so one little hole and one little fire isn't a big deal. They'll put it out eventually, I'm sure. I mean, they could just pump water from their swimming pool up there. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Acid rain! Where? Well, I mean, we have Acid Lake here, but it seems like once Mr. Hands was defeated, the acid turned back into water, which is, very good for everyone involved. Certex, thank you for donating again. It matters not the source, you recognize the bodies. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Yay, toaster bath time desk. No. Bad desk. No. No. Honent, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some Ruffles on your way past the commissary. I swear if I see another CI, I'm going to lose it. Yes, I agree completely. Thankfully, we're only dealing with the Shark Punching Center out here. What did the sharks ever do to them that seems unnecessarily violent? Intern Silly Boy, I beg to differ. Mr. Hands destroyed half of Chicago just in its first showing. Then it teleported to another town and did more damage. Mr. Hands needed to go down. No one can doubt that. You're right, Orion. We did get our names back a couple days ago, thankfully. Seif, Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cola on your way past the commissary. How's the tree? It's back at the site. If it screams, they'll tell me, but something tells me it's not going to scream until I get back to it. You want some roasted shark chunk, Dr. Sherman? You know, Zerdrin, that does sound like a delightful snack to celebrate this thing. So if you can procure some, I will not say no. The Ant. Dr. Sherman was watching the SPC fight a shark kaiju. Yes, if you missed the first 30 minutes of this stream, you missed the anomalous Aurora Borealis multiversal pataphysical incursion that allowed us to see the events of the SCP tail, or sorry, the SPC tail, Do Not Go Gentle Into That Shark Night, here at the actual location it took place, Bodega Bay. And so beautiful Bodega Bay, California, is where I'm in the field to see this event. And if you look here, you can still see the fist-shaped Shark Punching Center home base on this hill. A chunk has been taken out of the thumb by Mr. Hands, but they're putting out the fires. And then Mr. Hands is still, you know, a giant shark Cthulhu monster in the middle of the lake. But at least it's not wreaking havoc anymore. Blonde part looks more light than usual. Well, part of it is I'm actually in daylight, for that's one. Two, you're seeing a lot more of it because the wind is sweeping it the other way. I normally sweep my hair this way, but the wind will not have it. So I am just a clown out here and I will deal with it. Intern Brengelman, you do get a shout out today. Congratulations. Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a root beer on your way past the commissary, and I hope you just caught my explanation of why I was out here in the field. And if you want to roll back and see the events of the stream from there, you can watch that later. Out of character, I'm considering creating my own SCP site and a YouTube channel based around it. Any tips because you're the site director and you run this Site 42 channel? Well, the biggest deal is if you want to run a YouTube channel, you've got to be a one-person production crew. You've got to know how to do lighting and sound and run your computer and run your channel and do the acting and do the performing, voiceover, however you're going to do it. So do some studying because you're going to have to do a lot of work to do it. It's a one-man show, but it is pretty rewarding at the end of the day. I mean, I get to hang out with you guys, so that's good. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Running in acid rain. Well, I'm glad I am not running in acid rain. Dr. Sherman, why is the wind screaming? Well, I mean, I was screaming at how awesome that fight was. I was like, oh yeah! And so I'm sure the wind is very excited too. Too goof. Gay? Well, the SCP Foundation is pretty queer friendly, so I can't disagree. I think the Shark Punching Center is pretty gay too, and in fact, if you read Do Not Go Gentle Into That Shark Night, the tale that's in the pin, then that means that you're going to see some doomed Yuri. So I hope you enjoy that if that's what you're in for. Jose Rosas, thank you for subscribing to Site 42. Welcome to the staff members. Obviously, that is not wind. That is the sound of missiles hitting their target. Orion, yes, in fact, doomed shark punching Yuri. That is exactly what's in there. What's that thing behind you? What? What is this? What is this mohawk I'm doing here? Thanks, Wind. I didn't mean to cosplay a rat today. Tim Tube, I appreciate your goated vote of confidence. anything. We're good on that end. Shark bait, hoo-ha-ha. Yes, indeed, Mr. Sir. Dr. Sherman, if you answer me, I will become a member. Well, I'll hold you to your word, Jimmy. I love art block. I want ideas. Please help. Listen, you have to draw the battle between the Shark Punching Center and Mr. Hands. It's right there in front of you. Are you not inspired? Are you not inspired by the burning Shark Punching Center's tower, the fallen kaiju shark tentacle being? There's so much artistic inspiration. How can you possibly have art block? Kyla, thank you for donating again. Running with Sharkhead. Yay. Enjoy it. You're damn right, Orion. Are you not entertained? That tower is actually iconic. You have to draw it. Lucia, see? That's what we do. What does the Shark Punching Center do? Do they even actually punch sharks? Nikki, do not research the name. They are annoying, and they are goofy, and they do a lot of funny things. And one of them, the one thing they do really well, is they punch sharks. They punch so many sharks. Have you seen the Shark Punching Center hub? They are there punching sharks all over the place. They'll even punch a blahaj. They'll even punch a blahaj, and that's just a stuffed shark. They're real serious about it too. They raid the IKEA, full on garb. They go in, man. Shark Punching Center, crazy. Out of character, you know what, Dr. Sherman? Mind picking a number for the site, because I do not know which number to pick. Well, I picked Site 42 as my number because I like the Hitchhiker's Guide. So I picked a number that meant something to me. So find your lucky number. Find a number that means something to you. Make it something for you, man. Doc, do a Radiger impression? All right, help me out. What is the thing Radiger says? Because Radiger's more of a voice and a tone, and I am of a much larger and deeper tone than Rad. What the hell do I say there? Please, I have a question. Well, intern Peter, you've got to ask the question and I'll answer it, but I've got to see the question. That's your notice as the chat flies by, and I don't know if I'll see you again. Dr. Sherman, why does the 999 emoji have eyes, even though 999 doesn't have eyes? Great question, Kid and Gamer. In some universes, SCP-999 does have eyes and a face, just not most of them. And we decided that for an emoticon, it needed to be more than just a little slime, so we picked one of those ones. Even though they're much more rare, it's kind of like a shiny 999 if you think about it. That wind is kicking up. My, oh my. Looking out in the field. This is Jazzy, that's correct. 999 typically doesn't have eyes. It is just a 1 meter by 3 meter rectangular slime. So normally it doesn't have eyes or a face or anything like that. Some people just invented that because they thought it would look cute, and they were right. And of course, that pataphysically made some versions of 999 on different narrative levels have them. So there we go. Do you see the long boy, our wonderful fish deity? Oh, I wish. I do not have access to that view, but if I had the opportunity, I would be there in a heartbeat. Praise the long fish, our longest boy, infinitude that just goes on forever. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Did you see my picture yesterday? Shit. I didn't. I fell asleep almost exactly after I got off stream yesterday. Sometimes before I go to my the tests I have to do for the day, I have a nap because I am doing a lot of yapping, and therefore I need to take a rest before I go to the test of the day. Desk, do you have any of the lines from the Radiger roast? I've been trying to think of some. And if I had some lines, I could do them, but I can't think of any right now. Foxpacks, thank you for your first donation of the day, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a cheesecake on your way past the commissary. Wolf Task Force Solaris 9, Corporal Jack Morningstar, codename Lucifer. Speaking, it appears that the GOC has burned Freddy's to the ground, so we're going to need some resources to rebuild the place, as well as disinformation. That is so much effort. We really need to talk to our rep inside there and get them to bug the hell off. Alright, I'll get that when I get back to the office. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I'm holding Plague Doctor's mask. Its mask is part of its face. That should not be possible. You should, in fact, be dead. This is a confusing development. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again. I'm getting new glasses soon. Just went to the eye doc. Also, falling asleep is a mood. Well, enjoy your new glasses. Make them super fashionable. And then, falling asleep is a mood. Yes, very much so. I'm going to probably nap on my way back from this field mission. I have the agents up there at the Jeep, so when I get back, they will give me a ride back. Savannah Wheat, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, Dr. Sherman, I know a way to make the tree that doesn't scream. We already have that test in line. We just have to get it approved because it is ethically dubious to put anything near that thing. So yes, it's in line. I just need to get it approved. Come on. You think I haven't thought of that? We talked about that already. Meanwhile, I will grab some chocolate gâteau from the commissary. That does sound good. There we go. Thank you, Desk. Good one. Dr. Sherman looks like he poured his hair out of a mold. He looks like an actor cast as a bully for a religious private school. He dresses like an old Navy statue that was brought to life by a horny witch. He looks like Matt Pat. Oh, Radiger. Was the mohawk enough for that reading? Did it work? I need to take it here, don't I? I'll give you one more for the full here. Dr. Sherman looks like he poured his hair out of a mold. He looks like an actor cast as a bully for a religious private school. He dresses like an old Navy statue that was brought to life by a horny witch. He looks like Matt Pat. Damn it, Radiger. Yes, okay, you can see now the pataphysical layering is starting to wear off, and you can see the tower is fading from vision. The corpse of Mr. Hands is fading from vision. The submarine is in fact fading from vision. Finally, we are clear. The event is over. If you missed the event, make sure to go back to the beginning of stream and watch all the action, because that was crazy. And of course, if your pataphysical and perception filters aren't working, you can check the link that I have pinned, and that leads to a documentation of the scenario we just witnessed. One Cisco, no, this is not a meet and greet, this is just a field mission. Although the meet and greet, when I go to MetroCon, that will be a field mission basically as well. So that will be the same. Meanwhile, one more show. It's looking like it's about to wrap up, and that means that I'm going to let it go. So let me show you Bodega Bay. Beautiful Bodega Bay, California, one more time. And now let me double check that I've got all of my donations answered before I go. They're all clear. And that brings an end of our film mission. The agents are telling me that I need to get a ride back. Oh, geez. Foxpacks, thank you for donating again. No kidding. We've been trying to use our own contacts with the global coalition to get them back off, but they're just being stubborn as hell. When push comes to shove, I'm sure a bit of force will get them back off. Hell yeah. And hey, maybe we can get the Shark Punching Center to help us out. We sure enjoyed this fight. Maybe they're better than I thought they were. But that is the end of this stream, so I will talk to you guys later. I got to get back on the road. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died was a night I'll never forget. Some of the guys got loaded drunk and they ain't been sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, everyone was feeling gay. O'Leary brought up bagpipes, some music for to play. That's how they showed their respect to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. And they said it was a sin or shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died.